All right, let's do a quick bathroom update. So I've got all my insulation mostly in the bathroom. I have purple board up on the ceiling, and I intend to use purple board pretty much everywhere in this bathroom except for the shower, which is going to be Kerdi board. Let me get to better light, which is going to be Kerdi board. Now, the reason I selected purple board is a number of reasons. Now, if you go with builder grade and just code, in certain areas where you may encounter moisture, you'll put in greenboard, which is moisture resistant. However, since I'm doing this and the work is the same amount of work, I'm putting in purple board, which is a better quality product. It is both moisture resistant, mold resistant, and fire rated, which means, I would say greenboard has like a 15-ish year lifespan, maybe 20. This is purple is beyond that, right? So if you're gonna bother to do the installation on your own, and you're not being upcharged for the work that maybe a contractor might for the purple board, you might as well just put it in everywhere. Compared to, I think, this is a half sheet of purple board is $16 a sheet versus, I don't know, $13. So it's a very small incremental cost, and it's a bathroom. The whole thing is going to be kind of moist every single day when you're using it. So why not just protect it if this is going to be a quality home that you want to reap the benefits of for the long term? Now for me, this is going to be a long-term rental, hopefully for decades. And so I'm putting purple board in now to make sure that it is less of a problem later in life when I don't want to have to come back and repair this on a whim. So a couple things I need to do to finish up this space and put up the rest of the purple board. Obviously I have these old windows that I boarded up. I need to fill them with insulation and continue furring out all of the joists here so that everything is on a level plane. So I still have that yet to do. And then I do want to put LED backlit mirrors into my bathroom. And that means I need to wire them in advance. So I need to put some electrical boxes kind of here and here, strategically placed behind where the mirror is going to sit so that I can wire them in later. I have some metal electrical boxes that I'm going to put in there. They will drywall flush against the wall, and that means later when I come back to install the mirrors, I have easy placement electrical. I don't have to cut open the wall and figure out where I'm going to put it then. I can pre-plan for it now. So I'm going to finish the insulation, do the electrical work, and then we can start, filling this space up and making it more purple. Okay, we're gonna move our attention to the bathroom here and finish up some of the wiring that I need to alter or modify for the Ditra heated flooring system I intend to put in. So I put this outlet in here to provide power for the Ditra Heat, and then I'm going to run the heat cables down this way and exit out the bottom here. I'm not sure if you can see. Now, what I didn't realize, or what I realized after doing some more research, is this needs to be a junction box that's metal, so I can use either EMT conduit or the plastic PVC piping to properly run this down this interior space. So I think you can do either way depending on code in your area. The safest way is EMT. So I'm going to use 1/2 inch EMT, which I got here. We'll leave this aside, and I got a metal junction box. So we're going to put this in its place. I need to remove these wires, run this junction box down. I have a little elbow. It's going to kick out into the floor as well. So let me get this all set up, and then when I'm done, I'll kind of explain to you some of the modifications I've made to make this look pretty seamless. All right. All right, so I'm done modifying the electrical for this Ditra Heat, I guess, power unit or thermostat. So I've got the metal junction box with 1/2 inch EMT coming down. I used a 90 elbow, and then I just cut it off right here at the bottom and notched out so that this comes out right into, I guess, where the floor, the subfloor is going to be. Well, I guess the Ditra Heat membrane, decoupling membrane. So that's what goes here. And pretty much all of my electrical now is set for this wall, so I can finally insulate it and prep it. What's that stuff called? The Kerdi board. That will be our waterproofing membrane for this entire bathroom. So super excited. Let's keep going. quick side job here in our renovation, and that is finally placing some lights in our bedroom. It's pretty dark in here now that the drywall and all the partitions are kind of set in the room. It's actually really hard to work regardless of what time of day it is. So the lights need to go back in, and during the drywall phase is the appropriate time to start cutting my recessed can light outlets, or sockets if you will. So I've got a 6-inch hole cutting disc like this guy. And this is the correct size for my 6-inch can lights, recessed can lights. And it comes with this nifty kind of dust collector catcher thing. And so this is like 20 bucks. And if you're doing, you know, honestly, even if you're doing one room, screwing up, trying to manually cut the hole size is kind of annoying. So $20, $25 on Amazon. I think these types of tools are really worth it. So make sure you pick up one of these. Now, this is about a 12 by 12 size room, 12 foot by 12 foot. And I looked up online the best layout, and it looks like 4 lights in each corner seems to be the best idea. And there's a whole bunch of like free recessed light calculators out there that will auto measure your room and tell you where to go. Mine is about 3 feet off the wall from each corner. So about 36 inches off of the back wall, 38 inches off of the side wall. And what I'm gonna do is make sure they don't run into any of the ceiling joists. Now, the reason why you wanna cut your can lights right now before you finish your drywall and paint is because you can see all your joist lines right now. And that means you'll know where to drill and where not to drill for easy placement of lighting and other accessories. So right now is the good time for it. I'm gonna go ahead and measure, cut my holes, and then hopefully string up some lights and at least hang them down, cover them in plastic bags so I can continue on with the drywall, mudding, and painting process in this room without interruption. So let's get going, I'm excited. Okay, well, the one thing about renovations, especially on old houses, is you never really know what to expect, and sometimes you have to call an audible. So, the original dimensions that I had given myself for these holes was 36 off the back wall, 38 off of the side wall. But that was getting me very close, if not directly on one of the support joists going across the ceiling. So I had to go back a couple inches to 34. So in terms of like equidistant, everything is symmetrical. Everything's 34 against this wall, 36 against this wall. These two lights are 34 against this wall, 36 against that wall. However, when I cut the original hole, I had used a stud finder to make sure that I was far enough away from that one. But I had forgotten that I put a support joist, or like a support beam, right there. Now, this is where the old closet used to be, and so that's why there's that 1x5 material. That was what was kind of supporting the old wall that went here for the closet. Obviously, we moved the closet further back this way. And so these can lights just have 2 tabs on them. So as long as I have space enough for the 2 tabs where I've notched out holes there and there, this will recess and sit flush, which is all I really needed to do. And same thing with this back wall here. I had to notch out 2 holes to make sure I have enough space for the tabs. And that's all that needs to happen. The tabs will hold everything in place and it'll be flush mounted to the wall. Now, as you can see in this one, I drilled and landed right on the power supply for the original can light, or the original recessed light. So I can string this one back in And I just have to go into the ceiling and reposition the little electrical boxes and move them over now to their respective spots in the room. So I'll finally have lighting in the living room. We can continue mudding without using this stupid light. And you know, I've had this Husky thing, I don't know, better part of 8 years now, and it's finally ripped itself. I'm not sure if that's cracked. No, it's not cracked. There's still serviceable lights. It's just annoying to move this thing around. I really should get a stand or get like a hanging light system, but can't spend money on all the tools, you know, nothing left for the budget. So anyway, let's get back to work.